Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my video reaction pod to the 1-0 defeat away to Livingston today. What a dreadful performance that was. There's nothing more you can say about that really. 8 changes from the starting lineup from who started against Ayr United, and potentially that proves that we're really not a team that can make 8 changes in one game, really. I think that was maybe a wee bit overkill. I'm all for this squad rotation, especially with the amount of games we've got, but 8 changes from the starting 11 was too much today, and I felt that it maybe showed the players didn't have anything about them today, which was really strange, because generally they have been up for most games, but they just lacked the want to go out and play today. All credit to Livingston though, they defended very well when they had to. They played a very tight defensive game and they broke quickly when they needed to. They obviously got the goal, and they were by far the better team today. They had several chances, a few of them could have been, really should have been goals if it wasn't just for maybe their lack of cutting edge and a couple of really good saves from McGregor, but all credit to them. Can't blame the pitch, I'm not even going to talk about that. It was bad for both teams. We've laboured on about pitches all the time. It was a disgraceful pitch. At the end of the day though, that's not what cost us the points today. It was the team's lack of effort, it was the team's lack of belief in themselves, and once again we played in ourselves. We never went for the jugular from the off. We allowed Livingston in the first maybe 20 minutes to come at us. We sat back once again, and it's really not good enough. We know this team can play well when they go out and attack, and I think the manager's laboured that point several times as well, that this team need to have that belief in them that they can go out and attack teams right from the off, go for the jugular, and we can kill off teams straight away. Today we never done that. Today we never looked like scoring. We had a good few chances where the crosses were played into the box in very good positions and the attackers were nowhere to be found, or it was the attackers like Morelos and Lafferty that were putting the crosses in where they should have been in that position. It kind of harked back to the team of old, where with Kashinya and even before that Warburton, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different outcome each time, because all we've done today was put high balls into the box from either the wing or from through the middle, and we're expecting a different outcome. But Livingston were mopping that up all day, and there was no way we were going to get through that. It needed some invention, and unfortunately it never really came. As I said, first half, Livingston had about the first 20 minutes. We started to get a wee bit more a grip of the game after that, maybe for 10 minutes after, and then we fell off. And then that's when Livingston got their goal. It was a bit of a shambolic goal. It was a set play, really not dealt with. A long ball to the right of the box, simple pass into the box, a cut back into the middle, sclaffed by the first attacker, and then the second attacker put it through McGregor's legs into the back of the net. Potentially you could have said McGregor could have done better and keep his legs closed on that one, but it's one of these things. But it was really poor defending all round, not picking up men, and it was a story of the game. Into the second half, we did start a wee bit brighter, but not by much. I mean, Koulibaly came off and Kent came on during half time, and he initially started to show what he was made of, and he played 48th minute, he played a lovely threaded ball through to the middle of the box for Morelos. The keeper was wise to it and came out quick and narrowed the angle, and he made a good save from the shot, and that was probably the best chance of the game for us, to be honest. And that's really a disgrace, to be honest, isn't it? It's not good enough, that respect. And the moment here, I'm not going to shy away from, because it's an absolute disgrace of a behaviour. What looked like a missile thrown from our fans, and it's hit the back of the linesman's head, and it's caused a cut on his head. Absolute disgrace from whoever that was, and I don't care if it's shopping in your own fans. Whoever knows, somebody's bound to know who done that. They should shop them into the police and the club, because there's no place for that in our club whatsoever. I don't care if it's dobbing in your own fans or anything like that, because we ask for Celtic fans to do that several times when they're up to no good like that. We need to do this as well, and the several times now the away fans have let us down by throwing missiles. It's not good enough. There is no place for it in our club whatsoever, and I hope anybody who knows who that is gets them to fucking boots their balls right now, because there's no way that should be acceptable from our fans. Anyway, as I said, the rest of the game was really just played out with, us doing the exact same thing as we'd done all game. Long balls into the box, crossing into the box, and it was mopped up quite easily by Livingston. They had a couple of other chances. They were quick on the break. They were first to every single ball. Every time we got the ball past the halfway line, there was always a couple of players on us, and they weren't even giving us time. That's what we should have been doing. And I said before this game, I said in the last reaction pod, it was going to be a tough game. They're playing pretty well just now, and it shows. It's there's no point going out last week and capitalising on every other team's mistakes and dropped points if the next week we're just going to drop points ourselves, because then that's now, the table's turned once again. We're now, on a downer potentially, because obviously the next game is in Europe on Thursday, so it's going to be tough. My dad said to me, maybe we're not as good as we think we are. I think we are as good as we think we are. The team just plays within themselves too often, and the team doesn't have that belief in themselves. Go out, hammer the team straight from the off, and then it puts you in good stead. And we have got the ability to do so. As I said, the eight changes, I think the manager's got to carry the can for that. I think there was several omissions that, I didn't think warranted getting dropped. Obviously, McCrory played brilliant against Ayr United. He was benched and never came on. Kent and Middleton, I think, warranted a start. And so far, I don't think Worrell has warranted his starting position over Katic so far. I think Katic has been, showed a lot more than Worrell has. I know it's early days for both of them, granted, but so far I don't think there's I don't know how he can justify playing Worrell over Katic. There was something up with Ajaria today. He just wasn't getting. He never got going, and I think that was clear from the off. And it was disappointing to see that he played the whole game. I think we only used 2 subs as well. So I think that was another downfall of the manager. Tactical naivety, I don't know, but hopefully he'll learn from this one and realise that you can't make that many changes, and especially from players who played out their skin the other day. So Dave and I think we'll be back on Tuesday night into the early hours of Wednesday morning. So we'll go again, don't we? I sound like Mark Warburton here again, but certainly thanks for listening and goodbye.